Warm welcome, you're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. Well, it is said often just about when the Congress starts to get under BJP's skin, the Congress has the ability to shoot itself in the foot. Did it happen again? Let's give you an example. The Bharatiya Janata Party, possibly flustered by Rahul Gandhi's concerted attack on the Bharatiya Janata Party, the RSS and the Prime Minister, all from Europe, foreign shores, found the perfect opportunity to get back. Listen in.
When we speak of 1984, we are speaking about the criminal involvement of the Congress party in more than 3,000 murders in Delhi alone, over which there has been no move to deliver justice since then.
You say that the Congress party was involved in that? I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Now, Rahul Gandhi's remarks on the 84 Sikh riots from London put the Congress in a catch-22 situation on a highly emotive issue, especially when he himself, in a previous interview, had admitted to the role of congressmen in the Sikh riots.
Some congressmen probably were involved. Some congressmen probably were involved. Some congressmen probably were involved. Some congressmen probably were involved.
Well, this was said in 2014, but in 2018, Rahul Gandhi thinks that no congressmen were involved. The Congress was not involved. It's a difficult situation that Rahul has landed his own party men in. Not just had he admitted in the past of Congress's role in the riots, he also completely whitewashed the apology given by the former Prime Minister and senior congressman Dr. Manmohan Singh.
I have no hesitation in apologizing not only to the Sikh community but to the whole Indian nationhood, because what took place in 1984 is the negation of the concept of nationhood enshrined in our constitution. On behalf of the entire people of this country, I bow my head in shame that such a thing happened.
While the BJP strategy now seems to be focused on Rahul Gandhi's persona, his remarks in London, the Congress is sharpening its attacks on the Rafale deal, where they're going to hold 100 press conferences over a course of 1 month. But having said that, let's listen in to the Congress's defense coming in for Rahul. Exclusive conversation with Amrinder Singh, Captain Amrinder Singh, the Chief Minister of Punjab.
Captain Amrinder Singh, I want to understand, do you accept that Rahul Gandhi got it horribly wrong when he said that the Congress had no role to play in 1984?
He's absolutely correct. What do you mean he's got it wrong? I mean, I was there in 84. I was not in the, you know the background. I had resigned on Blue Star, and this was much later. That was June, and this is much later in November, October, when this took place. And I was there for the first 4 days of the violence. I went to all the refugee camps. I went all over to the gurdwaras where the camps were being held, and I met hundreds of people. Lots of them were in shock. Some actually who were not in shock did tell me. I asked them. I said, who was involved? And they took names. They took H.K. Bhagat's name. They took Sajjan Kumar's name. They took Dharamdas Shastri's name. They took Arjan Das's name, and that is it. Now, there are individuals of the party. There were individuals from the RSS who took part from the BJP. I mean, how many cases are there in the Delhi police headquarters where 26 RSS men are also charged? So you can't blame the whole RSS or the whole BJP or the whole Congress for individuals in their party which have done this.
The point is, as you well know, there is no closure to 1984 because justice has not been provided. You know better than most, there are a number of Sikh victims. I have met them over the years, families who still haven't been provided justice. So tomorrow when the Congress goes and targets the BJP over 2002, the BJP has every right to turn around. Where did you provide justice? In fact, more victims, they will argue, have been provided justice in Gujarat than they have in 84.
No, that I am not denying that. I'm not denying that. I'm just trying to say something, because this is a question that has been asked by you and has been asked by other people today, that the whole party was involved. That's utter nonsense. I think what Rahul said on that issue was correct, that the party was not involved. Individuals were involved. But yes, these cases are still on, and it's about time that these cases ended. I mean, you can't carry on forever and ever and ever. This has been going on for 34 years now. It's time that the courts came up with some sort of judgment and said who is guilty and who is not guilty, and then take action against the guilty. But that will then clear the air, because then otherwise, it'll never end. We'll be carrying on this way forevermore.
We are 34 years after what happened in that horrific days in October, November. But I come back to it, Captain. You seem to be suggesting, Mr. Chief Minister, that individuals were involved, the party was not. Now, I turn around and say those individuals were the most powerful people in your party in Delhi at the time. You cannot get away from the fact that the Congress was ruling in Delhi. It was ruling at the center. The most powerful people, you've named them on the program, were allegedly involved.
I was not in the Congress party at that time.
I know, but I'm saying the people who were there, the people you've named, the HKL Bhagats, the Dharamdas Shastris, the titlers, these were all people you've named. These are people whom various commission of inquiries have named. To that extent, the Congress cannot wipe its hand of 1984. You cannot rewrite history by saying it's individuals and not the party.
Listen, the Congress party, listen, the Congress party is a huge party. It's got its little places in every home, in every city, in every mohalla, in every village. It's everywhere. You can't blame, just because 10 people or 8 people or 7 people have done something, you blame the lakhs and lakhs of congressmen everywhere. That's not fair.
The Congress clearly sensing blood in all of this, attacking the Congress as well as Rahul Gandhi for refusing to accept the party's culpability in the 1984 anti-Sikh pogrom. Listen in to Sambit Patra from the BJP.
Has Mr. Rahul Gandhi forgotten that he himself in an interview had accepted the fact that, well, yes, certain congressmen were involved in the anti-Sikh riots? Mr. Rahul Gandhi is trying to rub salt on the wounds of the victims of 1984 riot, and people of this country are not going to forgive Mr. Rahul Gandhi for the same.
But away from all the politics, what do the people, the riot victims, feel today? All right, okay. Ability not just of individuals, as the Chief Minister of Punjab would rather point out, but also that of the then Home Minister Narasimha Rao. KC Singh, former diplomat, says he was at Rashtrapati Bhavan at that point of time, and it took a full day for Zail Singh, the president at that point of time, to get in touch with his Home Minister. It was only after the violence had started that the then Home Minister Narasimha Rao got in touch with the president. But listen in to the victims.
इसमें सीधे तौर पे कांग्रेस है और ये आप दंगा ना कहो, इसको आप नरसंहार को। सर सबसे बड़ी बात तो ये है, कोई एक तरफा काम था।
84 में जो कांग्रेस का पूरा हाथ था, और इसका जो संक्षिप्त जो दे चुके हैं वो मनमोहन सिंह जी पार्लियामेंट में, उन्होंने सॉरी एक्सक्यूज किया था इस चीज के लिए। कांग्रेस कातिल है और रहेगी, तो हमें तो राहुल गांधी से कोई ऐसी आस नहीं है कि वो हमसे सॉरी फील करें।
Now, this is what the victims say, but in an attempt to shift focus, the Congress has now sharpened the Rafale attack, with the party spokesperson being told to shift focus possibly to relentlessly now focus on the questions swirling around the Rafale aircraft deal. 100 press conferences are to be addressed by Congress leaders across India in the next month in an attempt to raise what they say is public awareness on an issue that has limited traction so far. But can they pull away from this latest controversy with what has gone down? Listening very patiently right now is the man who has represented the riot victims of 84. H.S. Fulka, joining us from Chandigarh, has heard the entire conversation that our consulting editor had with the Punjab Chief Minister Amrinder Singh. Mr. Fulka, what do you make of the statement by Rahul Gandhi where he said that the Congress was not involved at all? You also heard Amrinder Singh, who said the Congress was not involved, certain individuals were involved.
Rahul Gandhi's statement is absolutely wrong. We have enough material to show and to prove that Congress was involved and Rajiv Gandhi was involved. That is the reason I had given a challenge to Rahul Gandhi to come and debate at a platform chosen by him, place chosen by him. But Rahul Gandhi has not accepted my challenge. So I have started now asking him one question every day. Today's question which I have asked from the Rahul Gandhi, that Rajiv Gandhi appointed Mishra Commission of Inquiry. Justice Mishra was a sitting judge of Supreme Court. He gave his report in 1986. It was tabled in Parliament in February 1987. Justice Mishra has held that on 1st November, 5,000 army men was present and available in Delhi for deployment. Had those 5,000 army men been deployed, it could have saved the lives of 2,006. Now, this is the same Justice Mishra whom Congress later on appointed as MP in the Rajya Sabha. So this is the finding of that Mishra Commission. This clearly shows that Rajiv Gandhi did not call the army only with a view to avenge the assassination of his mother and to teach a lesson to the Sikhs. Now how Rahul Gandhi can answer this? Means the non-deployment of the army resulted in the killing of 2,000 as per the Mishra Commission.
Mr. Fulka, you just heard Captain Amrinder Singh, who said that the Congress, the main players, especially in this case Rajiv Gandhi, had no part to play at all, because at that point of time Rajiv Gandhi was in Bengal and it was certain individuals only certain individuals who played the role, and you cannot indict the entire party.
Absolutely wrong. Rajiv Gandhi was in Bengal in Calcutta in the afternoon. He landed in Delhi at 4 p.m. on 31st October, and the violence started in Delhi after Rajiv Gandhi landed. The first FIR which is the result of any attack on any Sikh, which is registered, the first FIR is at 5:30. The violence started in Delhi after Rajiv Gandhi landed in Delhi. That clearly shows the involvement of Rajiv Gandhi. The violence started in Kolkata in the afternoon, but Jyoti Basu took urgent, immediate steps, and it was controlled by the evening. When the Rajiv Gandhi landed, the whole violence started only after that on 31st evening. That clearly again point a finger towards the involvement of Rajiv Gandhi. Another thing which is admitted by Captain Amrinder Singh, the Chief Minister of Punjab today, is that H.K.L. Bhagat, the Congress Minister, Sajjan Kumar, the then Congress MP, Dharamdas Shastri, the then Congress MP, Arjun Das, the then Congress Councillor, were involved into the killing of the Sikhs. Now, if there are 3 MPs and Councillor whom the Captain Amrinder Singh admits were involved, then that's the party. And moreover, Congress party rewarded all of them. H.K.L. Bhagat was promoted after that. But all of them were given the positions, plum positions after that. Sajjan Kumar was given ticket many times after that. H.K.L. Bhagat was also made the CM candidate after that. That is obviously because they follow the instructions of the party and they follow the instructions of Rajiv Gandhi. This is a very big admission which has come out today from none other than the only Chief Minister of a state which the Congress has today.
My final question, away from all political affiliations, Mr. Fulka, would be, you represent the victims of the riots. Do you think the Congress today can actually say that it does not have blood on its hands?
Definitely, 100%. The hands of Congress are stained with the blood. The hands of Gandhi family is stained with the blood.
Appreciate you joining us, Mr. Fulka. What we're going to do is, this was Mr. Fulka. He heard the entire defense made by Captain Amrinder Singh of the Congress, and this is what he has to say for someone who's legally represented the riot victims. What we're going to do this evening is put forth the big questions that we're going to ask a political panel. Can the Congress blame individual leaders and absolve the party? Is it actually possible? Those individual leaders were the top party leaders in Delhi at that point of time. Even though the Congress right now wants to sharpen its attack on the Bharatiya Janata Party where Rafale is concerned, it's a war of press conferences, 100 press conferences over the next 30 days. But can it go away from what possibly could be the biggest gaffe made by Rahul Gandhi? And can Congress now take the moral high ground on communal violence? Let me quickly introduce you to our political panel. We have Aman Pawar, he's the Congress spokesperson. He's joining me in the studio. I have R.P. Singh, Bharatiya Janata Party National Secretary. Mr. Pawar, what do you make of that? Now, I understand that you would want to up the ante and, go forth with 100 press conferences on Rafale over the next 30 days, possibly to shift focus on this. How can you shift focus from this, Mr. Pawar?
First of all, let me answer your question directly. There is no question of absolving anyone, and there is no question of absolving anyone even at the highest level. These cases are in a court of law, and all these cases must be expedited. Anybody, whosoever it is, must be brought to the books and the law must take its own course. Now, coming on the political aspect, the spin that is given by the BJP, which they are an expert at, the diversionary tactics, which is the center of the BJP's politics, which they play every time when a very relevant question with respect to today is being asked, in which the Prime Minister himself is a complicit in an allegation of corruption, where he has helped his very close crony capitalist friend with respect to a very high scale defense deal that has taken place, that is the Rafale deal. Now I want to ask that had there been a Lokpal, which the BJP has failed to appoint in the last 4 years, would the Prime Minister been able to hide behind the curtains that he has been trying to hide? It is a matter of public domain that the Congress in the Rafale deal was buying 126 aircrafts at the cost of 526 crore rupees per aircraft. Now the aircraft that we are buying comes at a price of 1670 crores per aircraft, an escalation of more than 3 times. And who is benefiting? Somebody who is very close to the Prime Minister, who accompanied the Prime Minister to France, and without following any procedure, keeping all the rules and regulations at the dock, this contract has been awarded to a company which was formed only 12 days before the Prime Minister signed the deal with the France government.
I've made you have your say.
And it is this is the reason that why the BJP wants to bring 84, wants to bring everything now.
But sir, with due respect, and I'm going to bring in RP Singh here, but I want to ask you one question. You say that it is the BJP's diversionary tactics. Today, it's not the BJP's diversionary tactics, Mr. Pawar, it's Rahul Gandhi's diversionary tactics.
Not at all.
Why would he? 2014, you admit that congressmen were involved. Your Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh goes out, makes a formal apology,
yes,
and then in 4 years later,
and it is a matter of record.
And exactly,
he has apologized. It is a matter of record.
And 4 years
the
later,
trials are going on.
Sir, you had your say. 4 years later, you turn around, the Congress president turns around and said the Congress had absolutely nothing to do with it.
Not at all.
He just did so, sir.
That's exactly the point I'm trying to make. That's exactly the point I'm trying to make. That this is the spin that is being given by the BJP, and unfortunately, some of the news channels are taking that spin. What has happened is what the kind of apology that has been given, none other than the Prime Minister, then Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, is a matter of record. Now today, what is relevant to us, to you and me, to the youth of the country, is the Rafale scam. Why are we not debating the Rafale scam?
We are debating. We debate. You know how many debates we've had on it?
Let the BJP answer. Why have they purchased the aircraft at 3 times the price, and why has the contract been given to Anil Ambani? Let the BJP answer that.
RP Singh, I'll bring you in, but I'll also ask you a question, Mr. Pawar. Was the Congress responsible for the 84 riots?
Whatever.
Do you agree with your party president? The comment that he made, you're saying it's a spin. If it's a spin, that means what is being presented is when the president of the Congress says the Congress was not involved. That's a spin, you're saying?
I think, Preeti, this question has been time and again answered. It has been answered by none other than Dr. Manmohan Singh, who was the Prime Minister.
So you're saying the president lied?
No,
the Congress party president lied.
Of course not. The point is that the kind of spin that is being given to his statement, and he has.
What is the spin? Tell me the spin.
The spin is that once he has already agreed that yes, if there were individuals, they should be brought to the book, and that is the statement I am giving on your channel even today. And there is no two ways about it. So that is what he is saying even today.
Okay, RP Singh, I'd like to bring you in. Thank you for the patience. The Congress says that individuals were involved and it absolves the party.
Of course not.
That's what's, Mr. Pawar, that's what has been said. Yes, RP Singh.
Well, Preeti, I'll hope that I'll get a patient hearing, because I kept quiet when Mr. Pawar was saying. The point is simple. Even today, what did Captain Amrinder Singh said? He named individuals like Sajjan Kumar, Titler, Dharmdas Shastri, a huge list. Said that these individuals are involved. And who are these individuals? Is party some office? Is party some pen and pencil? What is the party? Party is collective leadership of individuals. And these individuals, whose instructions these individuals are following? And let me remind you again. Just a year and a half ago, Kamal Nath ji was appointed as the observer of Punjab. that name was withdrawn by Mr. Rahul Gandhi himself. I'm not talking about when Rahul Gandhi was 13 year or 14 year old. Just a year and a half back, that name was taken back because they thought it will have a backlash in Punjab. To avoid that backlash, they took his name back. Today, the same man as we make the president of the Madhya Pradesh Congress party, he's going to be CM facing Madhya Pradesh. So it is Congress all, and I'll give you two examples which will prove that Congress was involved. One, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, then Prime Minister, the father of today's party, today's Congress president, has on India Gate said, जब बड़ा पेड़ गिरता है थोड़ी सी धरती हिलती है. Exact was थोड़ी धरती हिलती है. What was he trying to justify? It means he was trying to justify what has happened in Delhi. Second, Mr. Jagdish Thakur is on record when he said he went around on roads of Delhi with Mr. Rajiv Gandhi without security to see how things are happening in Delhi. What was he doing without security? Was he trying to see how many people have been killed, how many shops have been looted, how many houses have been burned? Third, the most important, I'll remind you of the 1984 Congress party campaign, which said, are you scared of sitting on an auto driven by a particular community? This was a Congress official campaign, print campaign. I'll appreciate, ask your research team to dig into it, which was categorically stating that they were justifying what has happened, and it was a Congress party campaign. So it was not, I accept, he says Congress ka haath nahi tha. Congress ka haath nahi. The complete Congress was involved into it, and it was done with the political objective for keeping in mind the 1984 election, to gain sympathy of the majority of the country, and to paint Sikhs as demon. And I have to just add one thing today. Captain साहब का खून पानी हो गया है आज.
All right, okay, RP Singh. Mr. Pawar, you wanted to come in for a quick rebuttal.
Preeti, the fact is that today the BJP is at the helm of the affairs. They had repeatedly promised in their manifesto and various public statements that they are going to fast track this trial. They are going to bring the guilty to the books. The trial has already taken place. They said that there will be a reinvestigation. Now today you are at the helm of the affairs. Kindly go ahead. We are asking you to go ahead. Why are you making political statements when your Prime Minister has been caught red-handed in a scam, a multi-thousand crore rupee scam? That is when you are using an 84 and you are using other diversionary tactics to absolve yourself from a multi-billion-dollar scam which has never happened in the history of this country to protect the Prime Minister's office. This is
Mr. Pawar,
what
today people would say the Congress is trying to
kindly do whatever they want to do. They are at the helm of the affairs. They are in charge of the government. Fast track it. Please send everybody to jail, whosoever is guilty. Who's stopping you?
RP Singh.
Let me answer that. On Rafale, Mr. Pawar, did Congress sign any agreement?
Yes, let me tell you very categorically. An agreement was signed.
Mr. Pawar, hear me out. Please don't interrupt.
You haven't done your homework. Let me tell you very categorically. On 13th of March 2014, the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited had signed an agreement with Dassault that the offset money, the offset contract will be given to public sector.
Gentlemen, nobody can hear each other. Mr. RP Singh, I want to take closing comments, sir. RP Singh, sir, I'll give you 30 seconds on why do you think the Congress today stands guilty of trying to absolve its role in the 84 riots?
Very simple, very simple. Because recently he has made people like Kamalat as the face of the Madhya Pradesh party. So he can't run away from that. How do we just say?
I'm coming to you, Mr. Pawar.
By simply saying that Congress was not involved. Congress party was not involved.
All right, RP Singh, 30 seconds, Mr. Pawar, on don't you think it's the biggest gap to come out and say the Congress, you've insulted the victims.
A very specific question was asked by Mr. RP Singh that whether a contract was signed. Let me tell him that the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited on 13th of March 2014 had signed a contract with the French player Dassault for the offset. For the offset that had to come to India. However, Modi ji discarded a 70-year-old company and gave the contract to Reliance Defense Limited. And this is what they are trying to hide by creating this rumors.
But your party president created it.
This is what they are trying to hide by giving it a spin.
But Rahul Gandhi gave that spin.
They are trying to hide. And
but Mr. Pawar, Rahul Gandhi gave that spin.
They have always undertaken. Whenever they are caught on the wrong foot, they will rake up something from the past. Why don't you talk about the present? Why don't you talk about the present?
But Mr. Pawar, the present was talked about by your president.
The present is the Rafale scam. That is the present. And that is what they are trying to hide behind.
I'm going to close this debate because... All right, gentlemen, I appreciate...
Mr. Rajiv Gandhi and his party was involved.
I appreciate.
Had there been a Lokpal, the Prime Minister...
Gentlemen, I really appreciate you joining us. Now, you might say that that the BJP is trying to give it a spin, but the Congress today is in the dock for possibly making a statement which, like I said, what Rahul Gandhi said, that suddenly turning around and saying that the Congress was not involved at all. Was it shooting the Congress in its own foot? Well, we're going to continue to debate that. Thank you for joining us. Up next is In Depth.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.